Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Vibes grow. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand Rising. Hello, everybody. It's a beautiful day, even if it is cloudy. It's supposed to be, right now, it's like 39 degrees, like it's the lowest outside, but it's going to go up to 70 degrees today. What? But be careful, you guys, because this is the weather, like pneumonia weather, where you tend to get sick and all that, because your body is getting fooled. 1 minute is 70 degrees, the next minute is in the 30s. They said that tonight is going to go into the low 20s. Yikes! That's below freezing. And you know, some parts of the world already in the upper states is already being threatened by snowstorms. But I ain't gonna say that four-letter word. That's a cuss word around here. Shh, we ain't gonna say that. But I will tell y'all this, right? Why you experiencing all this stuff and all that, get you some CMOS. Hook up with my boy Molly Mo, CMOS boss. I'm trying to tell y'all, put y'all on to something. The CMOS will help you. It'll help you aid in digestion. It'll help you aid in cognitive skills. It boosts your immune system. I sound like a broken record because I'm always telling you guys on something good, because my philosophy is no good thing what I withhold from my brothers. And sisters, that mean you too. You can stand and use a little gut health up in that joint. So y'all know y'all about to get down with all the turkeys and hams and stuff. And a lot of these foods carry parasites that we do not see or that we cannot see. But there are parasites and everything, and worms and everything, bacteria in the food that we eat on a regular. So, and when we overindulge, like everybody tend to overindulge in the holidays, you get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you get a little bit of stuff, basically what I'm saying. So that CMOS in your stomach will help. Like I said, it aids in digestion. And if you listen to your body, it'll help you so you won't overeat. So it does a lot of stuff. It helps pull that mucus out of your body. Because I know y'all going to be eating the desserts and the dairy. Y'all know dairy helps produce all that good mucus and all that good stuff. I'm just giving y'all some good tips and advice and all that good stuff. That's all we doing today. Today's subject is going to be all circulated around mental awareness. A lot of people get overwhelmed. They get anxiety or they get depressed. Sometimes people get confused as what they got going on. Is it depression or is it anxiety? Depression is a condition, right? Anxiety can bring on depression, but the depression is more severe. 43% of the people in America go through depression this time. I looked it up. I'm like, why is it so much stuff going on? And it could be because the other anxieties, the pressures of the world, causes us to have anxiety and all that good stuff. I mean, it's not good. Okay, anxiety is not good, but I'm just saying. I didn't mean to call it good stuff. That bad stuff. Okay, because I don't want nobody to say, "Oh, girl, you say that anxiety is good." No, it's not good. When you have fears, anxiety is caused by fears, stress, and worrying, and all of that. And a lot of people, especially with the climate now, that's working, is worrying about providing for their family, the fear of not having enough to feed your family or to do what you have to do. With there's a whole lot of different anxieties, and it causes depression. It could get us down, like weighed down. And that's what we're going to talk about today. How do you lighten your depression? How do you do whatever it is that you need to do so you won't feel weighed down by all the anxiety and all that good stuff going on? It's a lot. It's real. It is. Let me clear my throat. I sound like DJ Cool. Let me clear my throat. I'm mercy, babe. I hope you don't mind. Let me clear my okay. I feel it. Y'all feel it? Look, this is what lack of sleep gets you. Y'all know how I act all crazy and giddy. But let me bring in my super producer who's rocking and hanging with me. Top of the morning to my baby. Let's shout out in the audience. I see him in the blue.
Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose.
Oh, it's the morning. Hey to everybody. Grand Rising. Grand Rising to you.
What up, Chow? What up, Uncle E? What up, Dame Dollar? Who else we got in here? You in here, put some in the comments. I fixed that with the smoking some Marley Marls. Oh yeah, where's that then? You talking about he fits that? Where is that? What up, child? Good show last night, fellas. I was watching till I wasn't watching no more. I went to sleep watching. Yeah,
I did
I went to
too.
sleep
I didn't
for
even
the
see
game
it.
man. I
I
was
know.
yeah.
I did too. I did too. I went to sleep before the game started, and I don't remember. I woke up with the phone laying on my chest. I'm like, what the what?
They be having me weak on it though, man. Especially funny, man. You be having me dying laugh.
Look, I was trying to figure out what was going on. I'm like, I was lost.
Yeah, say it with your chest. I like it. I like it. Nah, no problem, child. Appreciate you too, brother. You always slide through here in the morning. Even after you probably was up all last night. Shout
Playing the game.
yeah, he get off there, then get back online and get the screaming again. So yeah, that boy be grinding, man. Please hit that like, that share button, y'all. If y'all already in here and y'all watching you on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. So next time we go live, y'all get a notification. And what you talking about today, Riri? On this good wellness.
We're talking about mental health and wellness, and the difference between anxiety and depression and all of that stuff. I say all that good stuff, but that's not good stuff. That's bad stuff. And what got me that we need to check on folks, right? Because what got me right here in Annapolis was the story that I read about the 12-year-old girls Christmas caroling. They're doing a Christmas carol, but a man came out on his porch with a gun, like ready to blaze a gun, locked and loaded on some 12-year-old girls. They just going around doing the Christmas carol. How mean of a Scrooge or Grinch do you have to be to pull guns on little 12-year-old girls? That's Christmas caroling.
Yeah, get off my porch, no trespassing. I had guns put on me plenty of time during them campaigns. We used to go to certain areas and they had them gated little community. They got a gate in front of the house big and nice. Man, you get up there trying to petition, man. The people putting out guns. Some people shot in the air. They never shot at us, but they scared us, and we was kids, But when you see no trespassing, people don't want to be bothered, don't go knock on their door, kids, because some people they just mentally messed up out here in the head, But yeah, I would never do that to no kids. I understand why he did it, but these people weird. They don't want you at their door. They want you trespassing. They do anything to get you off their porch. That's messed up.
I don't even understand why he did it. I can't say that I understand why he did it because I don't. These are children, and you had to go to that extreme. Some little girls, the little brownies or whatever. What's the Girl Scouts now? I think it's still the Girl Scouts or the Bumblebees or the Brownies. They're going around singing, trying to bring joy to the world, and you about to snuff their little lights out. See, us adults really need to check what we do because children see that stuff, right? So if they looking at the adults, oh, he coming out there with a firearm, brandishing a firearm, no singing them, no jingle bells here, no rock the bells, no jingle bells, just pop, pop, pop. It's too much to the extreme. The children watch us. The children see what we do. We got to whether you got children or not, somebody's watching you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, man, if that was me, if that was I'd be ready to beat the brakes off of that man. He would have really, because first of all, you pulling out a gun on my babies. But I mean, police, help police. They just going around, and then the little kids don't know who doing it, not doing it, who don't. They just gonna enjoy it, everybody, because that's the way they can check on people. Hey, Christmas jingle bell, are you okay? Is everything good? Is there anything we can do to help? They're helpful.
Yeah,
and
man,
I'm telling people,
walk around with daughter's assistance anyway. So I don't clearly just blame him. I blame the people also. Kids, those are. I never seen kids by themselves without an adult out there singing in front of a stranger's house. I don't think that's safe for the kids at all. You just going around knocking on doors and singing, or just going in front of a stranger's house singing. I'm happy they just got out safe, but I blame the parents as well. They shouldn't be out there by themselves. And then we're gonna be talking about this random man put out a gun on these random kids. It'd be like a dog was there and they was able to handle it. But I don't know what could occur. I can assume he might. Everybody don't celebrate Christmas, so they try to
That's
form people and just come to their house and sing. And he's saying, "Get off my porch," you know. And they refuse to move or keep singing. I don't know what people would go to the screams to get people to move or to stop singing, but I'm just happy nobody was hurt in the incident. Was he arrested? Do you know if he was arrested or not?
they called the police and everything, but I don't know if he was arrested or not. The story didn't say that. And what I just like wow, you know, and that's why I said we got to check on our people, on the climate of people that's dealing with stuff.
Yeah.
Because he might not have been angry, you know, and upset, but this other story that I was reading, now I knew something had to be wrong with this guy. He had to be depressed, and that was happening yesterday on 270. The dude was driving the wrong way, going against traffic, ramming police cars and everything. Right? They tried to block him off. Like, you purposely know he jumped the medium. They was after him, trying to stop him for something. He going to jump the medium and go the wrong way. And it was ramming police cars. Now, check this out. I can see if he was doing this by himself, but he had 3 passengers in the car, y'all. 3 passengers. And he doing all this reckless driving. They was children. And the youngest passenger was 2 years old. You going the wrong way. If you want to in your suffering or in whatever, but don't bring other people involved in that. Don't bring them other kids in that. You know, you going the wrong way, then you going to jump the median to go the wrong way, then you going to try to ram the police car. It sounded like he had a death wish. It sounded like it was just awful. And you had these babies in the car with you, man. And, you know, it's like, I don't care what these adults is going through. Don't bring the kids into it. When you start messing with the children, I get upset. I get angry. You know, because you feeling whatever way that you gonna harm another person or individual, you know, innocent individuals, and that it's just we got to check on the climate of these people around us. Because is it me, or do the world seem to be getting meaner and meaner? I don't know. Molly, what do you think? When you look around, is it me that's changing, or is it the world just seem to be
been occurring? You know, like these things been happening. Just most people so blind to it that they don't care. They just go about their day. But these things been going on. It's been going on for ages. Everything that's happening now been happening is that now you're aware to it. So now you seeing it, you feeling like you need to do something about it, or at least be a voice to put the news out there. And, you know, and that's a good thing, you know, because a lot of people just overlook a lot of things that's going on in the world. And when they finally see it, they like, when they start snatching kids for forever, when they start manipulating the weather forever, you know, it's just like it's new to everybody else. Oh, AI is dangerous. We've been saying that. It's good to see that a lot of people are starting to wake up to the evil in the world, but it ain't nothing new. You know, it's just like what we gonna do about it now that you know. You know, I don't know about reaching out to people and saying what they meant to it, because most of these people that you know you deal with every day, they mostly going through the same thing. You know, and when you talk to them, most people they share a little bit with you, but they only gonna share with so much. But for somebody to be out here running from the police and ramming to them with kids in the car, you know, that's just that individual. You know, I don't know what he might just say want to go to jail. Whatever he went to, if he get caught, he might never see the outside again. He might not never see his kids again. So he just was like, fuck it, I gotta get away, you know. So that's your message, man.
No, they never said that those was his kid. As a matter of fact, they charging him with kidnapping hostage for the 2-year-old. They said that he took the 2-year-old hostage. How do you take a 2-year-old hostage? So, and they never said not once that those was his kids. but they said the 2-year-old was taken hostage. I'm just like, wow. And I don't know the ages of the other two kids, but they did say that. Now, you taking hostages and you going the wrong way down the road, ramming the police and stuff. There's something's not right. He could be going through a depression. Like I said, different anxieties and stuff bring on this depression. A lot of times we don't even know we depressed until something triggers it, right? And it sparks a flame. Something he might have had some anxieties going on. Some stuff might have been piling up, and he might have snapped. Could that have been it? You getting away from the police? And Eric Wilkinson sent him the link.
Yeah,
you see that, Molly?
Link. That's just him.
Eric Wilkinson.
Eventually, that's Uncle E.
Oh, okay.
What up, Mr. John?
Hey, Mr. John. Grand Rising. Look, we're speaking of mental health today, Mr. John. Mental awareness, how sometimes the holidays can get people feeling a certain way. Sometimes the holidays bring extra anxieties. And I wanted to make sure that y'all know the difference between depression and the anxieties. Okay? Anxieties are your fears and your worries and all of that stuff. And that could bring on or trigger a depressive episode, a manic episode, a bipolar episode, or whatever. These anxieties, they get your heart beating all fast. You get all clammy. You get boom, 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 all different types of anxiety.
Yeah, I think all them words and stuff they come up with, I think them just get out of jail free cards, All you can do is say, I was anxiety, I was depressed, I got this type of issue. And because at one point I lost my mom. So now every time when Christmas comes around, I think about my mom. So it put me in a depressed state. Like, no, everybody loses their mom. That's the cycle of life. My mom lost her mom. She still found a way to make sure on Christmas she smiled, and she made sure we got love. And there ain't no reason to sit around and find a reason to be depressed. I think that's what people do. Like, I want to be depressed. Let me think of something. Well, when I was this age, I used to be around family. You still got family. Unless your whole family just died. That's the cycle of life. I just like my mother and them had to go through without their mom and their grandmother, their grandfather, their father. I never had a grandfather. So I don't even know what it's like. But for my mother to grow up without a father, she still made sure Christmas came around. She was happy. It ain't no reason to be depressed because I just like that's just an excuse that people use to do bad behavior. If you out here getting chased by the police and you coming harm on people, it's because you're a messed up individual. Don't blame it because that might help you push it to the edge, but it's still like we all been hurt before. We all lost somebody before. We go out here and just start shooting people. We kidnap kids and take it out on the net. So it's like, nah, it's just messed up people. We all gonna go through hurt.
That's right. And you know what I find to combat depression and hurt, getting involved in doing random acts of kindness, helping somebody else. That, when I'm feeling down, make somebody else happy.
Yeah.
And that brings joy, helping other people out. It brings joy to me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying nobody go out there be no fool for nobody, but I'm telling you, it brings joy when you help other people out or when you're there for others. I lost my mom, my grandma, my grandparents, and I get down this time of year because I just miss that family being around, because I come from a big family and we're all scattered out now. Like my aunties in North Carolina, Justice over there on his side of the world, my uncle's over there, my mother's over there. Nobody. It's not like.
Yeah. Say what? What's up, y'all?
Huh?
What up?
Yes, sir. I heard y'all speaking about depression and all that. That's what the topic is, depression.
Yep.
Anxiety and depression. And you got to know the difference between the two, and what is the anxiety and what is depression. So a lot of people.
Anxiety will be something that gets you riled up. Depression is a state of mind. It's not something that you can control. It's a state of mind. It's not something you can control.
It's a condition. That's what they say. It's a condition.
It's a condition, but it's a state of mind. Like majority of people who go through depression, it's like a state of worthlessness. Like they look at their problems, they look at their past.
I don't know. We go. It's a matter of opinion, and there's different types of depression now. Don't forget, there's different types. Because they broke that down and categorized that too. That's broken down in the levels and layers, But at the end of depressed, it all get that same label. Depressed, stamp. Like back in the day, everything when the word bipolar came out, when you look up the definition of bipolar, that's everybody in the. Did you, Molly, look up the definition of bipolar for me and put that up there? It bipolar covers everything. Because at one time we all have these feelings and one those emotions. So how can living, when you look at the definition of bipolar, I said that's life, that's living. But they gave it a condition. They gave it. I thought I felt something go down my boobs. I'm like, what was that? I was like, whoa, who touching me? The condition. That when you look at bipolar, it's everything, and they want to label everything so bad. Sometimes people, we can't label everything that's in the world, what's going on and everything. But they try to compartmentalize and put everything in this box. Here. You stay in this box for you, this box for you. And they try to conform us to make us live in these boxes. That sounds unrealistic, don't it? If you're a real person, because you straddle the lines all the time and go outside everybody. I know I hang outside everybody. Look at me. Look how big I am. I'm hanging outside of every box. Whatever box you put me in, I'm hanging outside the box. So, it's just life. I can't read it. Can you read it? The definition about
There's a mental health condition characterized by extra shifts in mood, energy, and activity levels ranging from manic heights to depressive lows. So basically, a bunch of high to lows.
That's life.
Finish reading it, Molly.
Hey, reading the whole goddamn thing, that's enough.
What?
What else you want me to read? They got main 3 types of bipolar. They got
that's very important. That's very important.
I ain't here to teach no class. I put it up. You can read it. You want to know if I can read or some shit? I just read it. You can read the rest. Matter of fact, you read the rest. Since you want people to know, so go ahead.
There are three main types of bipolar. One which involves full manic episodes. Bipolar 2, which includes hypomanic and depressive episodes, and psycholytic disorder with less intense but more prolonged mood swings. Early signs can include mood changes that affect daily functioning, and the condition is able with treatment. The condition is manageable with treatment like medication and therapy. Let me see. Symptoms are a period of usually high energy, euphoria, inability, racing thoughts, and talkativeness, a decreased need for sleep, impulsive, risky, and uncharacteristic behavior such as overspending or unsafe sex, distractibility, and an inflated sense of self-esteem. Depressive episodes, intense sadness or loss of interest in activities, feeling of worthlessness or guilt, difficult sleeping or changes in sleep patterns, lack of energy, and difficulty
That's
You know, keep flowing. You good. That's enough.
I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot. When you read, that's what I'm saying. When you read the full definition of what bipolar is, it's emotions. It's life. Because it's sometimes in life, when I was reading, it was like, do you cry sometimes when the sun come out, or do you cry sometimes when it rains? Are you emotional? When I took that test, I was like, everybody is emotional. Everybody gets emotional sometime or another. Everybody mind race sometimes. Everybody think, and I was like, they're putting living in a box so they can break it down and characterize you and put you in all of these compartments and stuff. You got a piece of this, piece of this, piece of this, piece of that, but they're trying to define how they want you to walk that line. And to me, you got to cope with life. You got to cope with what comes your way, and you got to do stuff in a positive nature and get that good energy out to snap out of that depression or that feeling of worthlessness or whatever. Because if you feel worthless and you're out there helping somebody, you're not worthless. To that person that you're helping, you could be everything. To that person that you're helping, you could be that person's superhero. So you're not worthless at all. Not even when you die and go back to the earth, you're not worthless because you provide the bugs and the animals with food. So don't ever think you're worthless. Even, I'm just saying. So you're not worthless. Like I said, doing acts of kindness, checking on people. Because people got to know, because we used to be connected with one another like that. We used to be a village, but everybody lost their humanity. It seems like we don't come together like we used to, because everybody spread out. And, is it technology? Is it because I don't have to be there with you, Marley? I can just pick up the phone, boom, and I'm with Marley. But we still need that people touch. We still need that connectivity. I need you to survive. Hey,
What's up, lady in red?
it's okay.
What's up, lady in red? How you feeling?
It's this Molly's favorite color, so I said I'm gonna
That's all right.
put
What's up,
Molly.
y'all?
What up, Trey Money?
What's up?
Ain't too much, brother. Everybody named Mom in this bitch trying to get a piece of chicken or whatever the hell they looking for.
Get it to him. You talking about bipolar and all that? I don't, just read off the ladder on bipolar. What were your thoughts after reading it?
Excuse me. What are my thoughts?
Yeah.
My thoughts are bipolar. Like Reese was saying, about it being boxes and all that. Like I say, it's a state of mind. It's not, when you deal with people with mental issues, it's not even about what is told to them. It's what they hear, and it's their self-talk and all that. You put people in different boxes to figure out which type they are, because if you don't know which type you are, you definitely don't know which ones are the most suicidal and which ones aren't. Like I said, it's not even about what people think. Depression is not built on what people think. It's what you think about yourself. Like I said, the decisions that you make and the way that you go through any trial and tribulation in your life is different from the next person. So while you might lose your mother and it don't affect you as much as the next person, but it's all a mental. You're right. It's a way of it is living. But you got to remember, because somebody is walking around you and they can talk, they can somewhat think, don't mean they living. It don't mean they living. The average person out here on drugs, they're on drugs because they're stuck in a state of depression, and they're trying to find some type of way out. And the only way out is like intoxication, getting high, and all that. You know what I'm saying? And then some people just can't take it no more, and they just ready to just end it. Like I say, it's a mental state, and it's hard for the average average doctor to get through to the individual that's going through something, because if you don't know the channel in which to reach the individual, and once again, I'm only speaking on me. I'm not speaking on nobody else. I'm speaking on me. I attributed that to myself because at one time I was in that state. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was in that state. I can't tell you my mental state from high and trying like make things. I accepted what I went through. It took a long time for me to accept what I went through. I accepted it, and then I found something to like get my mind to forget that, and I had to replace it. I had to replace the memory with something else. I had to understand that situation, and I had to replace the memory with something else. You know what I'm saying? That's why I look the way I look, because I was working out for 100 years because I was going through some shit, and that was my way of getting and doing all that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely sure.
So this is, so in other words, you're saying get busy, either you busy living or you busy dying, but you need to get busy. You don't just live, or you don't just exist. You got to live, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. The mental man has to step out. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way it's going to get right. That's the only way it's going to get right. The people that like I said, it's crazy, but a lot of people can't think for themselves because of the things that they're going through. And they're forced to go through society by society's rules, and society is showing you that it's not it. We're going to put them in a box, keep them there, and we can keep our eye on them. Okay, one or two will get away and do some dumb shit, but we're not concerned with one or two. We're worried about the whole. We need to know as a whole where the whole is at. Y'all know what's going on. You know, like I said, it's for the individuals that have some loving in our heart and all that. It's our job to step out there and try and help them. We the only ones that's gonna be able to reach them because we've been through that.
You gotta love. Yep, Cal. Appreciate the comments. Cal said you gotta love. Slicky Woo, what up, Woo? You said well, not all. I think a lot of people know how to heal their outside wounds, you know, or they can go to the doctor to get it fixed, you know. So people don't know how to heal internally, you know. So if you fall down and you hit your leg, like, damn, I hurt my leg. If you bleed, you clean it, get the Band-Aid, and weeks later, you know that will heal. But when you hurt internally, when you lose somebody, it hurts you. They don't know how to heal from that. So they constantly in conflict because they never been taught how to heal with these things. And there's things you can do. And I think as parents, we got to prepare our kids so when we do leave, we can't keep letting it just happen. And then we just all hurt. And we like, damn, we ain't. No, we all going to die. We got to explain that to our kids. Going to come a time I'm not going to be here. So I need you to be prepared for everything. And I need you to make sure your kids be prepared so they can know how to move on when you go how to move on. Her mother, we need to break that cycle. Death was a celebration at one point. It's no longer a celebration. It's people mourning. You know, that's why a lot of people are good morning, you know, because they always mourning about something from yesterday. You know, they still hurt. That's a state of depression. When we supposed to celebrate their life, they actually came here, they lived, they gave us life, and we supposed to celebrate it yearly, weekly, daily. For me, I say hi to my ancestors every day. I don't care how demonic people think it is, but I thank them for everything. But now I'm open to me. And then next week, I want to make sure they're ready. You know, so when they get to a certain age, you got to know that these things going to be in the mind. These white kids, they know how much money they getting, who go what to what. They preparing their kids for it. We don't like to have these conversations. But it's like, this is not nothing. This normal. This is the cycle of life. You born, you live, you die. And we supposed to do the same thing, but to sit around, we're not enjoying life. That's why I'm saying, how you gonna live if you sitting around still mourning for a person who actually already lived? Now it's your turn to live. You know, so I know it's tough just hearing it. You know, I know it's tough to do it, but that's because we've been programmed to cry, to be hurt when we lose somebody. Because most time when we lost somebody, it was always killing our people, slaughtering them. You know, so we was forced to lose people at the early stage. But these days, it's really no different. You know, but we gotta understand when people grow old and they die, that's a celebration. When they die young, that's more hurtful. You know, so it just seems like we just live in pain every day, and it's programmed like that. I think it's set up for us to do that.
Yeah, because they put us in these boxes to do that. That's how they set us up. Let me give you an example, because you are absolutely right when you said that they don't talk about it to prepare the next one. When my grandmother passed, she told us what she wanted before she passed, and you know, because we like, hey, my hand not gonna be here for you to hold. So you need to know how to go on without me and keep the family going and all that stuff. So we was talking to my mother. I'm me and my two sisters talking to my mother about her farewell, her home going, and what she wanted and everything. Do you know my little niece told me that to be quiet, don't talk about this. She don't want to talk about that. She's delusional. You crazy like that glue, and I need you to shut up because you ain't got nothing to do with me talking to my mother about whatever me and my mother and my sisters talking about. That's our mother. And she's telling us what she wants. You a grandchild, you take a back seat. But she was just so living, I don't want to talk about it now. I'm like, well, you know what I'm saying? They get so, the younger generation gets so, I don't know. Are you delusional? I don't know, Molly. I really don't.
What up, AQ?
Can I say
Yeah,
something?
sure.
See, once again, that goes back to what I just now said. See, what does not affect you may affect the next person 10,000 or 10 billion times more. You know what I'm saying? We keep on trying to compare ourselves with people who have mental imbalances. They have a mental imbalance. A situation can make you have a mental imbalance that he don't have no answers for. He just lost. He's just lost. I'm saying, like I said, a lot of these don't nobody want to hear their mother gonna die. Yeah, I know she gonna die one fucking day. Yeah, I've been telling that. Yeah, but don't nobody want to talk about it because, like I said, it hits people differently.
But you gotta talk about it. So you preparing. She's alive. She's telling us what she wants to prepare. And my niece was like, I don't want to hear you even talking about it, but you got to talk about things.
Right.
So it's kind of.
She's gonna do whatever she's gonna do. She's gonna do whatever she's gonna do. But like I said, for you to talk about certain situations, I'm saying that if somebody tells you, if me and you is having a conversation, you say, Uncle, I don't feel comfortable talking about that. Why would I keep on pressing you on, no matter how important it is to me? Why would I keep pressing you on when you're telling me you're uncomfortable? Like I said, you can't compare yourself and your thoughts and your actions and what you're going through with the next person. Because you're stronger, the situation can make you stronger or weaker. Some people get stuck in situations.
Uncle E, my mother is telling her children what to do. It was one of the grandchildren that's saying that they don't want to hear it. Then the grandchild need to remove themselves from the room. Would you agree?
Yeah, if she don't want to hear it, she might as well just leave out the room. And that's good. She had the right to. It's no different than some people in the family gonna be hurt more than others. So you gotta have the strong ones to be there to hold the other ones up. Everybody don't have to be strong. That's what people get confused. That's why we got family. That's why we got tribe. Some people might not even want to go view the baddie, but it'll be that one person like I go, do the view. I view the baddie. I do this because they mentally strong enough to do that. We all got our different superpowers. So I don't expect everybody to take it the same way. You know, there's gonna be some people I don't want to hear mama talking about that, but the other siblings gonna hear it. We pass the message on, but directly they don't want to hear it come out of mama's mouth. They can't fathom a life without her, and I understand that. But you gotta have that one that's strong enough so when that thing does happen, they know what to do. But I don't expect everybody to actually take it the same way. Yeah, everybody gonna take it a little different.
Yeah. Just like when we lost my grandfather, I thought I was dreaming. I had my son was in my stomach at the time, belly sticking all out, and I was no good to nobody because it wasn't real. I was like, this ain't real. This not happening. This not real. This is not happening. Where I thought that I would have been stronger or whatever. I wasn't. And we knew it was coming, but you can never prepare for that, you know. And I was like, this is real. It's not. But you know, like you said, his life, he was young, but illness took him early. But we knew that it, you know, was going to that when they say get your affairs in order and everything. But you just never able to prepare for it. And the people that you think is strong sometimes need the people that you think is weak stands up and be like, you know what? Boom, we got this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do blah blah blah. You know, I was strong every step of the way until I saw him in the casket, and I just lost it. I mean, everything and putting everything just went out my mind, and I was like, this is not real. So something like death, when you know, hit people differently, you are absolutely right. And they hit people in different ways unexpectedly. You know, you're talking about death, but it's nothing lasts forever. So you know,
Kenny says some folks have different ways of how they deal with certain things. What up, AQ? Yeah, that's what I was saying, Kenny. He said, Cal said, grief is love with nowhere to go.
Yeah.
He's saying you got a bunch of love. No, that's why you gotta have family, man. You gotta have friends. You gotta have people that you can turn to because they're gonna go through it too. I done been to most of my friends' fathers and mothers' funeral way before my mom. You know, so I always like I don't know how it feel, you know, but I'm there for you. You know, I help. But when it was my turn, it was like, dang, this is how that felt, and they lost. This real, but it's good to have them there, them that who already experienced, you know, so I know they can relate to what I'm talking about. It's good to have people.
I'm telling the world when I go. I said, I'm telling the world when I go. I'm telling you now. I don't want you to cry over me. I want you to celebrate me. I want you to celebrate whatever I did for you or bring to your life. Celebrate that. Don't be sad. I don't want nobody to be sad. I want y'all.
Where the time don't lie. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sipping slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow.
What up, Joe?
Yeah, what up, Molly Ma? What up, Reese Cup? Who else on the scene?
Trade Money.
Trade money, getting money, yeah, man.
Mr. John Cap.
Mr. John on there?
Yeah, Mr. John in the comments though.
Okay, Mr. John, where that? I'm out here. How y'all doing? What y'all talking about today, Reese Cup? You talking about how you gonna get your life together and you're gonna do all the good stuff with the good foods and the good nutrition and all that and let all that bullshit habit form parasites be calling you for that food that ain't good for you. That's the parasite. Come get them. They take over their intelligence.
He's talking about.
You ain't know that?
This is my depression.
He's talking about the depression, the parasites that's in the mind.
Baby.
Oh, What's up, baby? Yeah, that's deep, ain't it? The parasites in the mind. A lot of a berry fast is supposed to be the best thing for that. All berries, nothing but berries detox for a couple of few days is supposed to be the way to get rid of that.
Okay. So this actual berries to help.
Raspberries, strawberries, blueberry, anything berry. Any berries are supposed to be great for detoxing the brain. Yeah. So do your
Is cherry,
research.
is cherries a berry? Is that a berry? A cherry?
You know, I guess it is because I was hitting a berry one time and it popped that cherry. So a berry is a cherry.
JoJo, that's my baby, JoJo baby. When we talking about we was like talking about depression, and Molly was saying how we supposed to celebrate when we lose somebody, and we do the opposite. We mourn and everything. We got to get back with the ancestors. Like, and another thing he said, he speak with the ancestors every day. I love that. Because now I know I'm not the only one to do it. I talk to my ancestors all the time. I believe in that. You know, I believe in that spirituality. That don't make me off the wall. That don't make me crazy. That's whatever I need to cope with in this life is what I need to cope with in this life. I believe in the Father, the Most High, and I also believe in my ancestors. All of that's connected.
Man,
you know, he gave me ancestors.
Let me get my thought together. Shit. Keep going. I'm sorry, intervene. I lost my thought. What I was going to say to you about that. Something about you were talking about. Oh yeah. All that what you said is make you look, nutty, crazy. You talk to your ancestors, you do all that. Anything that you do that probably makes you look crazy is the stuff we're supposed to be doing. All the stuff that keep us connected to us, to our bodies, to our highest, to our ancestors that moved on to the next dimension. All that is definite purposed erasing by the people that want to keep you disconnected, that want to be in control and power and keep you weak. So absolutely that.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that, Barry man.
Sliggy said, "What up, JoJo baby?"
Huh?
Sliggy said, "What up?"
Sliggy boo boo, what it do?
All right, Cal said he out.
Yeah.
All right, Cal. And tomorrow is Turkey Day. Like I said, before you go on and go to that big old eating binge, put some sea moss in your stomach. I'm going to tell you, this is what the sea moss will help do. It aids in the digestion. Tell them, Molly. Right.
Oh, yeah. They fight off all them colds. They've been out here getting sneezing, nose running. It's the weather. It's the time when it mostly sell out fast. Summertime, people start feeling themselves with it. So, yeah, a lot of people starting to know more about it. There's a lot more people out here selling it. So even if you can't get it from me, you can get it from somebody that's local, probably that's close by. You ain't got to get it from me. You just got to get it in your body. That's all I want to see. But, yeah, you be good with that. They give you all the minerals the body need in the day. All you gotta do is add a little honey, batter rat. You can add whatever you want to it. You can make it your blend or turn it into a smoothie, like I do. So it's different ways, but that'll help fight off all of these things they got in the air out here these days. That's not natural.
And the floating in your brain because it helps with aid and digestion, help you with your parasites, and it boosts the overall immune system. People don't know about that. When the nurse was talking to me, the nurses be talking to me and checking up on my health, and they want to know what you take, medicine and what you take over the counter, how it affects you. And when I told them that I take the CMOS, they wanted to know how often did I take it and all that. They already knew all the good nutritional value of it and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And like I told them, I said I have a trusted person where I get my CMOS from. I say he get it from the Coral Caribbean Sea. I said when he gets his, all the other stuff, I ain't into everybody else. I just trust my man that I go to give my fix, and that happened to be Molly Hall.
Like shit, say to get her fits the.
Yeah. I ain't fucking with nobody but Molly shit, nigga.
Jumbo package.
Molly, did you have a tea?
Yeah, I do a tea and I do half and half, you know, or they call it an almond palm.
Didn't I see you with a tea bag? Like we could take it like in a tea bag. Was that you? They had a tea bag.
I made some, but they ain't go that well. Yeah, they ain't go that well. It costed too much to make the natural, and people ain't want to pay for it. Yeah, it went good for a second.
Pay for it.
Yeah,
but I would pay for it. So how did it taste? Did it come out? Because I would pay the
it
extra.
tastes good. It's basically they ain't gotta add the 2 tablespoons of gel, and it, you know, some people had a problem with dissolving it. So it was like this can skip that issue. Just dump this bag in your hot water, and you'll be good and get everything. You know, that was basically it to help them with that process.
Now, people say that they don't want to pay a little extra pays for a doctor. I mean, that's real talk. You look, stay away from the doctors that have to pay all these co-pays. You know, if I gotta give you $20 for 10 tea bags, then so be it. Because that 10 tea bags might save my ass a trip to the ER, urgent care, the doctor's office, or whatever. We gotta stop. We blow money on stuff. Okay, baby. We blow money on stuff that we fart in the wind. Need to do for our health. And I'm learning this myself. If you gotta go the extra mile or pay the extra price to get what you need to be a healthier you, I'm worth the sacrifice, Molly. I'm worth it. And that's what we gotta tell ourselves, that we're worth it. So you got some tea bags. You working on stuff like that? Yes, I will get it, because I just happen to but I know and I happen to believe in the sea, you know what I'm saying? So I'm worth it. I love me some me. I'm worth it. You know.
Gotta love you. Gotta take care of you. That's the only way you're gonna work and grind anyway. People be like, man, I don't be having time to work out or do this and do that. Like, okay. That time you don't have right now, you're gonna spend a lot of that time in the hospital on recovery and you do it. So it's like it's either you do it now or you got to do it later or pay for it later.
Pay for it later.
Yeah, you gotta learn from others' mistakes. We sit back and try to learn from our own mistakes. I love when people tell me some of the mistakes they made when they was my age. I wish I'd have did this. If I'd have did this, if I'd have this and stay, oh, I'm gonna do that now. You know, they basically telling me, you know, they giving me the blueprint that this what happens if you continue to do this at a long period of time. They just came out with something about, I think, Campbell soup. They getting sued. They found out that the meat and all that stuff and it ain't real. I'm just like, who didn't know that? But it's causing all these issues with people. So it's just like that been a suit forever. You know, so it's, but they got the he's on a tape talking about it for almost an hour. How he don't eat it or feed it to his family. How it's for poor people for real. The meat not real. It's biogenetic or some shit. It's made in a lab.
Oh,
It's lab
wow.
meat. And he don't really know how
Oh,
bad it
wow.
is and stuff.
And
So
he,
that went out, and they've been coming
you
for
got a company, Campbell Soup, that you've been feeding thousands of people, millions for years, and now you want to say, "Oh, I was poisoning them," or because that's basically what it is. You giving them stuff that's not good for their body or their system. Now, I did notice that the Campbell Soup sodium content was out the roof. The preservative part was without the chain. So, oh wow, that's
Yeah,
woo.
on they can say 100% meat. So it's like they've been false advertisement. Why would one of the owners of the company say it's not real meat? Just like, and he don't feed it to his kids, but they saying that it's real meat. Like, it's like, hold up, is it real meat or not? Because you said it ain't. You part of this whole process, and so you know what's in it, and you won't eat candy, bro. Like, it ain't real chicken. But I'm gonna try to find the clip we was talking about it.
Wow. But baby, I tell you, getting caught up in the company. I tell you, that company coming out, the people with Tylenol saying Tylenol bad, and these are stuff that's been around for 50 plus years. All my life, I knew about a Tylenol. All my life, I knew about Campbell Soup. So now I wonder, is the tomato soup really tomatoes? It might be paint. You know, tomato soup.
I'm gonna find this giant because they going at it now. They gonna sue these people because it just don't make sense. Wow, would you say it ain't? It's like lab chicken. I was trying to get a video of them talking about. Cause it's out here. They got offers and stuff on it.
And it's not AI, it's real.
Well, this is just the article of the lawsuit or that, but I'm trying to find the video that went viral. They keep trying to get rid of. Let's see what they talking about on here.
I guess
inquiry into Democratic lawmakers. Let's jump now to CBS News Justice correspondent Scott.
No, they talking about some military stuff. I'm gonna find it though, because he was going off.
Speaking of some military type stuff, did you hear about the 9 indictments? They busted up a drug traffic ring between Maryland and Texas, and they indicted 9 people. They caught this big drug traffic with the fentanyl and all this other stuff. I'm like, people won't stay out the news. They busted up the drug traffic ring between Maryland and Texas, but our president is blowing ships out the water because they say that's how the drugs getting over here. I personally, I think the drugs are being drove over here from look from one state to the next, from Texas to Maryland, and then I guess they're coming across the line in Texas, driving across that line. Ain't no water in Texas, is there? Ain't no waterways. Look, baby, I don't know. All I know, 9 people got indicted. It's a big drug ring that they done mashed up. From Maryland.
Most of the land is water. So I mean, most of the earth is water. A little bit of land. This way was talking about 9
Texas
people
and Maryland dismantled. The 9 suspects face charges for importing large amounts of cocaine from Texas to Maryland. The organization stashed the drugs in multiple homes in southeast Baltimore City and Baltimore County. Inside the homes, detectives uncovered $4 million worth of drugs along with guns.
Marylanders are witnessing firsthand the effects of both local and international drug trafficking networks that are infiltrating our communities.
No boundaries. And as you can see by this group up here, neither do we.
Well, the Baltimore County State's Attorney's Office will prosecute.
That is the story that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh wow. And I'm thinking about stuff like that. And woo!
Somebody snitched.
$4 million.
Somebody snitched. Somebody snitched.
I wouldn't snitch. I wouldn't.
Somebody
No,
snitching, man. That's $4 million. Ain't nothing new. They probably been watching them. They finally got them, but yeah, this ain't nothing new.
And if they say it's $4 million, you know it's probably more than that. They'll always try to downplay it. So if it's
Nah, they be upping it. Nah, they be lying. Like they will. It can be probably about half of that, but they will do it in street value per gram. So if somebody was getting something like a 28 gram for a certain price, they won't charge you what you'll get it for the whole 28. They will charge you with you $100 per gram. So every gram is $100 all the way up through all of it. So it always sounds like a lot more than what it actually is. They just try to break it down, you know. So it's crazy. It's like you buy a big bag of whatever you buy and bought, like some from Costco's, but then they charge you for each individual burger. If you bought $100 or something, you might get it for $40, but now they're gonna say it's worth $300 because they each burger in there they're gonna say is this amount, and they're gonna add it all the way up. So now we just got you with $400 worth of burgers when you got it $40. You know, yes.
Wow.
But they got them though. You know, they got these drugs off the street, just fentanyl and stuff. But that's just one. They caught them. It's 10 more they got through. That's how they look at it. It's 10 other packages that did make it. So that's the one that got caught. Them 3 kids, they'd be back out here somewhere else in Mexico somewhere. But they got caught, so we can't bring you back out here. You know, like they ain't named none of that. Like what these dudes names? They just like who are they? You know, these people's unregistered people. Like they don't even have no identity. They let you know who moving it.
They don't know who moving it. You know, they got the 9 people that got indicted, and like you said, I don't know if the 9 people are citizens or what.
Nah,
you know,
citizens. They'd have been like Charles Haiti, Molly Robinson, Trayvon. They'd have been saying these dudes' names. They all grew up in this area. They not even from Baltimore. These people just using Baltimore, Maryland to push it in. You know, they probably dropping it off. They the plugs. But I don't think they from here though. I think they unregistered people, you know. And how you lock them up, you know, they not even citizens here. You just send them back where they came from, and they'll be back here next week.
Yeah. Exactly. It's wild. They be back with much product because the other product got snipped, got caught. And then what happens to all the drugs that go into evidence? Are those drugs being destroyed, or are they being distributed back to the streets?
You give them to your little CIs, undercovers, give it to them on the streets. So they start to give it to the guys and trick them into trusting them. And then as years go on, you don't even know the dude who been flooding y'all with drugs and creating y'all is the police. And now they got more people in prison, you know, so it just constantly does it. You seen Snowfall? He was working with the police. They telling you. You see Rick Ross, that's based off his story, the real Rick Ross. And he back out here. He on movies. He was on the TV show.
Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross, name ain't Rick Ross?
No, he got his name from the character that the guy playing on Snowfall. Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross, was a drug dealer. Like he basically was the character on Snowfall. That's his life story.
Well, who the hell is Rick Ross then?
All these rappers take names sides, but he was known in New York for being a hitman, and he was a little dude, you know, but 50 Cent named himself after that. It's no different than all these other rappers.
What I'm saying, we know that Curtis Jackson is his 50 Cent real name. So what's Rick Ross' real name?
I forgot. I knew it at one point, but I just can't remember.
I know Lil Wayne and Jay-Z both are Sean Carter's. Ain't that wild?
Yeah, Wayne.
Both are.
All of them got character names, man. So that's not dumb. It's the name they use, like Diddy, Puff Daddy. Like that ain't their name.
Brother Love and all that.
Biggie.
I thought Rick Ross's last name was wrong. I mean, damn.
Now all I'm naming is so like the gangsters and stuff. You know, that's what a lot of them rappers do. Name themselves like the gangsters. Old school gangsters. Ain't nobody original these days for real.
Damn. Wasn't Rick Ross the one that got in trouble for using Big Meech? He didn't say that make this song, My Name is Big Meech, Larry Hoover. He was talking about the real.
Yeah, Noriega, the real Noriega. He owed me 100 favors. That's what he said on the song. But ain't why he got in trouble. He got in trouble because he said he got 100 mil from Reebok. He didn't know it. And then he came back and said he put Molly all in her drink. She didn't even know it. So he was talking about drugging a woman and taking advantage of her. He said, I took her home and enjoyed that. She didn't even know it. Even on a contract. Just because he said them lines in the same book with Reebok.
Was that no, who wrote that song? I thought it was Rick Ross, but you said it was Noriega.
Nah.
They call me Big Beach, Larry Hoover. That
Yeah,
one
that
I
was
put
Rick
it.
Ross' song. He said that's another verse in the song. He said he Noriega. He said I know Noriega, the real Noriega. He owe me 100 favors. Saying he know the real one, like not the dude who named it so fast. Damn, he know the real one, the real Noriega. You know, he like he owed him 100 favors. Mean like he been doing favors for him for a long time. It could have just been a song. I don't know. These people are characters, man. All these people, Trump, Joe Biden, Obama. I think all of them characters. That's why all of them go to acting school. It's like y'all into politics. Why y'all going to acting school? Because they acting. All of them acting. They all friends. They all grew up together. They buddies. They already knew what they was going to be when they was young. You're going to be this president. You know, you're going to be this. You know, just keep doing what you tell you. Like they set up. They already training the future presidents right now. The future senators and all that. You know, they already know who's going to be the mayor of D.C. next. She's not going to run again. Her time is up. So,
but she said that she's not going to run again.
Hey,
she's letting
anyway.
We had it what for 50 years.
They do great.
I don't see
what all she
now. Anyway, you know.
Yeah, she did. She did her part. Now she can live on out LA or California. You won't see them in DC no more. The same way with Fenty. He out LA, California. All these people, they use DC to build their name and stuff up, and then they move elsewhere. You know, they don't come back here and do for the community or say, you know, why Fenty don't just pop up and like I remember being mayor here. I missed the city or none of that. Like these people don't care about us. They just use us, you know, for political gain, and we fall for it. That's why I don't play the game. And people like, why you don't vote? I ask them, why do you vote? Oh, because our ancestors died for this and this. Said who? Because I got ancestors that didn't ever have to vote. They ain't know that this before the voting poll. We always start there. Like why we always got to start like there? Like we always voted at one point. Like the world was always based on this system. No, they changed the system, meaning that the system can be changed. And if we don't like what we see, why not change it? That's what they did. Even though it was already a good system in place, they say we don't like what we see. We're gonna change it. And if they want to change it back, we can create all these laws and made up shit that we put on paper and say like these God words that's why these things are where they at. Because it's the law. Like well, man-made law, you gotta remember that. But these people, man, I just back watching most times, enjoying the show. I know most of it's an act. You can tell what's coming next. Most times they put it in the movies. We ignore it. We think it's just a movie. I mean, at one point, aliens didn't exist when I was young. People used to say, "Oh, you crazy," or "You this and that." And now the president talking about we about to disclose about aliens. They got Amazon coming out with a documentary talking about how they about to expose all the dark secrets about aliens. And you know it's real because ABC promoting it, Fox promoting it, everybody promoting this documentary. So it must be something to it. But it's like at one point they tell us it ain't real. Then they can come back and say it is real. One minute they can say you don't have to wear a mask. Next minute they tell you you have to wear a mask. So it's like they just saying how programmed we are. That's why they took the food stamps. You can't keep people under control if you don't take from them. That's how you say how much control you got. So they take it from them, like taking a toy from a kid, let them cry for a minute, and then hand it back to them. And now they appreciate the toy a little more longer. You know, so people don't appreciate something when you have it for so long. So that's why they always got to take something from us and give it back to us. And it remind me of a little kid. You just take a toy from a kid, they get the curtain out, and you hand it back to them. And that's what be happening. They take the toy from us. Everybody start crying online. I can't believe Trump did this. I can't believe our government, da-da-da-da. And then they put somebody else in place to hand us back the toy and be like, that's what we needed. As long as he out, we can get our toy back. And it's like that was the whole plan, you know. Like it's to keep us in that cycle, man. I'd be glad because they had me for a long time. I'm like, I'm out the loop now, man. But I'm trying to wake other people up to it. But it sounds unbelievable because they don't think our government would do anything to harm us, even though history shows it.
Wow. Ooh, I tell you, take the blue pill or the red pill. We all in the matrix. We all everything. It's just some stuff just seem like I said, some stuff seem unreal. And you're right, aliens. We just saw something. On one of the cartoons, they was talking about. Gosh, I can't remember. Was it The Simpsons? Or was it Family Guy? What I think it was it. Anyway, they always talking about stuff and it happened just like it's happening. Man, we getting ready to switch into Thanksgiving. That is tomorrow. It's always something. I always take a negative and turn it into the positive. Like it might have been negative the way this holiday came about, but you the one that decide if you want to make it positive or not. One of my aunts said, I don't celebrate. I said, well, I'm not celebrating the holidays. I'm celebrating that there's food in the grocery store, that these outrageous sale prices. I'm celebrating that that we go have dinner and a cheap 27-cent turkey. That's what I'm celebrating. A pound, okay. That's what you're celebrating, that you're off and that you get to spend time with your family. Not saying that you're celebrating with the Indians and the Pocahontas and John Smith and all of that lie, that all that whitewash stuff. Because you got to do your own. Pocahontas wasn't even a real woman. I mean, she was a real person, but she wasn't a grown up. And all these years, they're making you think that was a child. That was a 12-year-old. But and the way the story went, the real story, you know, and with the Indians and all that wasn't, you know, it's all messed up and jacked up. And I was telling my aunt, even as a child growing up, think about the Looney Tunes cartoons where they had Granny shooting at the Indians, right? Mm-hmm. And Tweety Bird was marking out. You remember that cartoon? She was like 1 little, 2, 3 little Indians. Pow, pow. And Tweety Bird was like 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians. Granny was knocking the Indians off, and Tweety Bird was counting them. You teach your children violence. You're going to tell the child, oh, don't pick up guns, don't play with guns. But you have our beloved Granny that everybody loved, the little old white lady. She was a white lady on the cartoon, tearing them Indians' ass up. She was, and Tweety Bird was, you know, it was like being celebrated. Oh, Granny got the Indians. Oh, Granny, you're celebrating the slaughter of somebody else, even though the Indians, they had it seemed like the Indians was trying to get in there and scout Granny, but Granny single-handedly, her Tweety Bird, it's just, and then we tried to promote our children violence, non-violence. How you gonna tell them don't be violent when you see it on the commercials, you see it on the cartoon, you see it, you know, when you expose it, just let them know what you're exposing them to. Do you see that? I'd have been like, you see that? That's wrong. But that's the cartoon that I saw and grew up with. You know, like it's just wow how you know how that is, and that's trying to feed us, try to give us. But like I said, I take a negative and turn it around to a positive. Help other people, break bread with other people. You cook, invite somebody over. You know, break bread with them, feed other people. You know, make it a positive thing. You know, and my uncle, he always, because he's you know, disabled just like I am. He asked me, "Are you gonna cook?" At first, I was like, "No." Hand is all jacked up and everything. I took my Tylenol off right, and I'm peeling potatoes, peeling sweet potatoes, cracking open the eggs, stirring the bowls, and I did it because my uncle asked me to. To me, that's an act of kindness and with love. And if I cook, if I feel good, I can cook, and it'll taste good. So the last couple of days, I've been feeling, I'm thankful that I'm here. I'm thankful that I'm out the hospital. I'm thankful that I didn't die in the back of that ambulance. That lets me know that I'm here for a purpose and a reason. I'm here. What did Whoopi Goldberg say in The Color Purple? I may be black.
It's like,
She said, I may be ugly. That's what she said.
What up, big sis?
So I may be fat, I may be black, I even may be ugly, but I'm here. That's what I'm talking about. I'm here. And I was like, you know what? We're here for a purpose. I think we're the guru. That's old afterword means storytellers. Or you know, because we keep low, we tell the story, we tell the news, we give expression. They say that, oh, you don't have a social media presence. Yes, the Morning Mac Show do. Because when I see the show, people go back later or watch whatever, and then the news pick it up, because when we talk about it on our show, boom, 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 it be on the news. And y'all can say, dang, they just talked about that on the Morning Mac Show. Like, yeah, and what? Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. So it's just like, I think, like I always say, no good thing will I keep from my brother. And that makes me feel good. You know, helping people, giving back as much as I can. Because I didn't have to be here. I didn't have to be here. But I'm here. I believe I have a reason. I have a purpose. You know, I may be wrong, but the ancestors tell me differently. You know, sometimes I be thinking about stopping this, give up that, and then I have a dream or a premonition. I was like, yeah, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Sometimes I get down and discouraged. Then the ancestors come and tap me on the shoulder like, hey, didn't I tell you to do such and such? You didn't do such and such. So I'm like, okay, I'm back in it again. So that's how we do. We in it to win this thing. Marley, Trey, happy Thanksgiving for us. I'm thankful for to be given a chance to be here talking to y'all. That's what I'm thankful for. That's the thanks that I'm giving. And I'm giving education. We're giving verbatim, giving knowledge. We drop knowledge every day on this show. Somebody didn't know something, and we telling them, I'm going to drop something on y'all. Did y'all know where white vinegar come from?
Nah, where it come from?
White vinegar come from grain and corn. before the rubbing alcohol that we got, white vinegar go to 2 fermenting process.
Yeah,
That's
so
why
does liquor.
they give us, but no,
I know what corn liquor
they
is.
talk about that white alcohol.
Good corn liquor.
That's what alcohol is made from, that the kind that we put on our body. Then it's fermented again to make white vinegar. Baby, I was like, look, because I'm like, it comes from grapes. I'm like, I don't think vinegar comes from grapes. Apple cider vinegar comes from apple, because the mother raised to the top, we used to that. I said, but where's that good old white distilled vinegar? And we use it clean to get germs and everything. What? No wonder it's good for cleaning. Because it's alcohol. And then somebody told me that you can drink rubbing alcohol. I said, get out of here. This is what they use.
I know one thing. It's some fat hams walking through this joint. Honey hams walking through the joint.
Thanksgiving for you.
Look, it's giving us, what are you thankful for? And we all thankful for.
Thank you for my stepmom, because she always listens to me more than my mother. Hey, Reese missed that one, man. You missed that video yesterday. I think that was yesterday. No, the day before yesterday. The little girl, she was saying what she was thankful for at the church. And the church went off. They went off. Hey, sis, my sister watching. Who is Carmen Moon? Hey, Carmen Moon. Is that right? Carmen Moon. Say happy Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We all are thankful. I'm thankful for every day, every minute, every hour, every second, because it's a gift. That's why it's the present. That's why we gotta live in the present. These are gifts, and I'm learning that, And like I said, I'm thankful that I'm here to say what I need to say, to love you guys. And like I said, and then when I do go home, or when they do call me to rest, I want it to be a celebration, Molly Mall. You hear me?
You be crying, man. Crying hard. I'm be depressed. I ain't gonna even get on podcasts no more. I don't know what to do, man. I'm gonna let go, man.
Stop that line, Molly. Stop that line.
Let go. So
you will try. I want y'all to turn up. I want y'all to. Look, I'm telling them all. I'm telling everybody. I'm telling the world. You celebrate going out. You celebrate what I tried to do.
You said what? What'd you say?
I go home. I want it to be a celebration. I don't want nobody crying. I don't want nobody sad. I want everybody to be feeling good and turn up.
Grandmother said you probably was sad. Same thing they all say. Like we told you can't tell people how to feel. Some people gonna handle it different. Somebody had to be there for slide tie. He probably ain't gonna be able to do nothing, man. It just been y'all two. You was like his partner, your best friend. Y'all been like this since the day he been born. Before he was born, y'all was connected.
He was connected when he grew up.
He gonna need some people to lean on, man. But we got him.
It's
That's 100 years. That's 100 years from now. So we got some time on our hands.
Yeah.
While you here, go just to get it off the show. Or get too late.
I'm taking it off. I'm taking it off from my throat.
Get it off the bucket list. We got bucket list kick. What's the bucket list?
I do. You know what? It's something on my bucket list that I've never done, and I want to do it. I want to experience it. It's to go fishing. I've never been fishing, and I hear that's one of the most calming and relaxing things. No, I'm allergic to seafood, but I told my aunt, I said I ain't eating the fish.
So why would you want to go fishing?
I'm allergic too.
because
If you're allergic, why would you want to go fishing? Why would you want to do something that you would know that's, I'm gonna leave it alone.
She can still go. She can't eat it. She can still.
I can eat it, but I want to go for the sport of it. I want to go because they said that being out there on the water is relaxing. You in nature. It was like it's a different euphoric feeling. I never been. So these are the people that say they love fishing, and then you catching the fish and the sport. I would like to go. I've never been, and that's something they said is calming and it's enjoyable. The water is beautiful. The water is beautiful.
And the water is beautiful. Not with that damn thing spinning in it. I don't want to be in the water with that damn tornado.
How you know the water beautiful? That's only a picture.
It looks beautiful, but it looks dangerous.
And look, I've been to the water and looked at it and saw it. I was like, wow.
Dangerous, man. I like it.
But I never cast a rod. I've been a fisher of men, a fisher of people, but I never,
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go one day. I went when I was younger.
That's on the bucket list. That's just one little thing. And another thing is to be around a campfire. I never experienced that.
You didn't live there. She ain't been living on. What she been doing?
She been catching men, like she said. She been catching men.
She been catching men. That's
fisher of men.
Yeah.
Like that.
And the bad thing about it is you done had to throw all them fish back in the water. That's a goddamn shame. Well, we know you a fish. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone, though. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not starting nothing. Leave it alone. But you keep on fishing, and one day you gonna catch your Moby Dick. Okay? Cause see, like you trying to find Moby Dick, you gonna catch him one day. He'll catch up with you one day.
Ain't nobody looking.
Well, I call him by his first name. I'm
looking for Nemo. Finding Nemo. How about that?
But Nemo gone, man. Ain't no finding Nemo. Pops was tripping. He was going through a depressed state. That's anxiety, because the father, they eat the babies. Mom would have ate Nemo. That's why he was searching. What you searching for? You done ate your babies, man. You done ate them.
That
in real life,
like it really was.
Fish.
That's the real story.
Yeah,
the fish was going through mental problems. He went through mental problems. He was searching the whole goddamn sea, putting his life in danger for a child that was already dead.
Yeah, and Dory had bipolar issues, so she one person.
Where was Nemo? Wait a minute. I must have missed the wrong cartoon. Nemo. I now gotta go back and watch Finding Nemo. Wow.
It's Finding Nemo.
You know what Nemo stand for? Nemo stand for no one. So when you unnamed, Nemo always mean no one. So that was the whole message. A lot of these cartoons messages, like Monsters Inc., it just look like they scan kids and you got to be a good monster, but no, they talking about how they frighten the kids and get their adrenochrome. They suck all they do. So that's why the bar always go up. And that's the thing, you got to tell them the stuff that they do.
Right. That's like Pennywise, the clown.
That's my shit.
He eats the kids when they eat
it.
Yeah, I like that show too.
So I just seen the last episode last night, but a lot of these cartoons got messages in them. It's crazy. Like Rugrats, all of the kids are dead except Angelica. The father. That's why he always down in the basement creating toys for kids, because he lost Tommy and Dale. So in his head, he still never stopped making a toy. The other parent never had the twins. The twins supposed to made it here, But that's why no, it wasn't twins. He just ain't know with his wife having a boy or girl. So Angelica see them as twins because she never knew was it going to be a boy or girl. It's a lot of stuff that's in between these cartoons that it just they deep, man. They'll be like, this shit is crazy.
Deep about Courage the Cowardly Dog. I know there's got to be something there. That cartoon crazy.
Oh yeah, I ain't really dig too much in Courage, but it's just like he live in the middle of nowhere, and he the only one that tapped in to see entertainment.
That's the name of the town, nowhere.
Yeah. I think moms and everybody dead already in that house. He living by himself.
Bam.
I think he went in.
He's already dead. He's already dead. He's seeing all Spurs. Remember, that's all he sees Spurs. He's
that's
lit. It'd be some good cartoons.
Bring back the slab. You remember that one? Bring back the slab. Cartoons is something else. Wow.
Yeah,
and I guess I'm the only one. You ever seen Mr. Pickles?
Mr. Pickles? Well, Rick and Morty?
No, not Rick. That's Mr. Mises. I like Rick and Morty, but Mr. Pickles
he was a pickle too.
About the evil dog.
Nah, I never seen that.
Okay. And Rick and Morty, is that futuristic? Is everybody dead in Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Rick and Morty tells you about the fact that you have people out here that can time travel. You can change. But see, the thing about it is the grandfather knows that his grandson is made into a sacrifice almost every grandson, because he knows how to travel through all dimensions. It's a dimension for everybody, and he goes to different dimensions, and his grandson dies in damn near every dimension except for Earth's dimension.
Wow.
Yeah, the grandson is almost like every time. The grandson dies from one
dimension, though. That's not the original Morty and Rick. They buried them in the backyard and just took over the family like they was always there.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they buried in the backyard. The people who actually from that universe. Even the father, he not from there because it was one episode that something happened that all of them had to go back to their original timeline. You know, so Morty, his father was just an outlaw because the whole family died. So he just said fuck everybody and left Morty by himself. So it's just them two. Then you know, Rick in his universe, his wife really dead. She died in the garage, so she not dead. You know, Summer. Yeah, she in a whole nother place. Like I just seen that episode. There's a lot to talk about on that. What's up, Misha Me?
Hey, Misha Me.
I forgot what I was watching last night, but it's the show we've been watching for so long. It's back in the day. It's a back in the day show. And come find out the show is about a man's feelings, like his thoughts. It's his imagination. The show is based on, I forget.
What's the show? Maybe I know it. Tell us, like,
she gonna know. Well, like that cartoon Inside Out, they all controlling the baddie inside. They let.
They be talking about Family Matters. Family Matters with Family Matters was the father. He taking care of girls. He taking care of girls that's not even his. The uncle slept with the mother and had all the girls. The father doesn't know because the mother died. The best friend knows. Everybody knows, but the father. You know what I'm saying? So the best friend is coming in to help. The whole show is about them covering up about for the three girls. That's crazy, right? Because your best friend slept with your best friend slept with the girl that you thought would. Your best friend slept with your wife and had 3 kids.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But it was
it's a show back in the day. Is they white folks on this show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Is they?
Oh. Friends.
Right.
Oh, never said it. Yeah, that was family. That was family matters. That's with the girl, the three men, the father, the uncle, and the brother. The three girls,
Wait
the
a
three
minute.
little girls and shit.
That's a
No, that was
that's
Full House. That was
that's
like Full House.
Full house, my
yeah,
bad. Full house.
okay, yeah,
Full
you
house.
talking
Full
about
house.
Full House.
All right. Yeah,
Look,
full house.
Molly said it. She'll know it.
Yeah,
She'll know it.
yeah, no,
Molly,
Yeah, full house.
because Molly, because Family Matters is black. The Winslow family.
yeah, that's
is Family
Urkel
Matters.
and
Right.
Urkel and them
Yeah,
is Family
no.
Matters. You talking
Friends,
about
right?
Uncle Jeff?
Yeah.
nah,
On Friends.
Full House.
Full House.
Yeah, on Friends, right?
Yeah,
Was Phoebe? Her name Phoebe, right? The one that they act like is so stupid and all that, right?
he
Joe,
shot.
Joe,
She's oh, guess what? She's honestly faking it.
oh, you mean
She's a fucking spy.
They said
Phoebe?
she was bad. When she
She's remember she's supposed to be so dumb, but the girls speak 5 different languages.
exactly.
And then within the show, every time in the show, right? Every time somebody say something about it, she always push them out the door. That's the little that's the little script. So whenever show somebody trying to come in, they bring in a guest show and they try to say something about her past, her thing is to push them out the door, make a joke and push them out the door.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go back, you understand. She said, man, she only plays dumb. They said, man, I would think, yeah, Phoebe, she only plays dumb. She's a spy.
Yeah, you talking about Friends then?
Okay.
Yeah, Friends.
She ain't had no.
But the show is a remake of Martin. But then it's supposed to be Phoebe finding them as friends, and she like I said, she does anything and everything to make sure that she's always around them. But she also tells you she always sits in the window and looks across the street at a certain apartment. Oh, what was you doing, Phoebe? Oh, I was watching the cross because she was a spy and she was reporting everything. They said she always fit into everything that had something to do with international, but as far as like regional, she always plays stupid like she don't know what's going on. I mean, makes sense to me. Definitely makes sense to me.
All I know
Because we think he's so.
thing is smelly cat. Smelly cat. Smelly cat.
All of them got messages though. I think all the movies and stuff got little hidden messages. You just gotta catch it, like Avatar, all that stuff. It be little hidden history they sneak in there, put a little truth in there.
All I know, they start off talking about real stuff, and the next thing you know, it becomes true. It becomes real. That's all I know. Like you said, when we was kids talking about aliens, that was a joke. And the people that talked about aliens, they sent away to insane asylums and all of that stuff. Because it was like, oh yeah, they crazy. They sent it to sanitariums. Why? When you knew the people were crazy, you knew the people. Now you telling the world, oh yeah, they wasn't. What about the people you gave the lobotomies to? Was that like making them forget, taking their file? Throw the hands up. So I'm thankful for being here today. I'm thankful for being able to do this show today. I'm thankful that we had time to sit in with y'all. And we have so much fun today that we're not going to be here tomorrow. Tomorrow, you guys to get a repeat because hopefully you all will be enjoying friends and family or whatever. Just enjoy that day and just bring joy to somebody else. Share a meal, break bread, tell a joke. Just enjoy your time and share with someone else, tomorrow. But actually every day. But if the world want to recognize a couple of days a year, hey, so be it. But I try to do this every day, all day, anytime that I can. But the stores ain't gonna have these killer sales all the time like they do right about now.
Mm-hmm.
So This is the time to get some stuff that's on sale. No, freeze it up. If you got a freezer, freeze some stuff up. You know, do it while you can, because January get ready to stack your nuts up like the squirrels and stuff do. Store it up for the winter. For when you come, rough times come, it won't be so rough. Because they gonna come. They're gonna come. Just like the trouble on the water is gonna come. But it's how we deal with what is given to us. All the anxieties that's thrown upon us. How we deal with it determines what kind of condition that we're going to have. You know, some people go kicking and screaming. Some people go gracefully. But we all got to go. So, boom. Hey, Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. Get this book. It's a great stocking stuffer. Right along with Molly Mo Seymour. Y'all do that. Order that now. That was the plug on the book and the Seymours. That's why the Seymours come from the sea. And Shades of Blue showing you the sea with all the different colors and facets of it. Anyway. I am thankful for my friends and for my family. We don't choose the family that we born into, but we do choose our friends. That's what makes them very important, because the friends we choose, that surround us. So choose wisely and enjoy each other and enjoy that time with the friends that you chose to put yourself around. Remember that. Which say
I said I'm doing my so what's this next soon as this turkey come out the oven, and I finished grabbing the macaroni and cheese for my sister.
Oh, see, that makes me feel good. You know that
It'll be like 70 degrees today.
Man, I still got which time? I still got 3 turkeys though.
you got
in there. Yeah, I still got 3 turkeys and a half.
That you gotta cook.
Yeah, you gotta pull up on me, man.
Okay. Look, where you passing the food out at?
I'm passing it out. Dude's supposed to fix my truck, so I'm driving my car. So what I'm doing is I'm going to like the little spots, the little junkies and all that bit. The people I know is hungry.
You going over to the East Over?
I'm going to East Stove. I'm going Willow Road. I'm going over Minnesota Avenue. I'm going Division Avenue. I'm going wherever I think people is hungry. I'm doing a visual. I'm doing it visually. So if I'm driving, when I'm driving around, I see somebody like like you see you know people when they sitting down and they like having a bad day. I'm hopefully I can make their day a little better.
Oh, that's yay, Molly! Give him a round of applause.
I don't know. No. I don't want. I really don't want no applause. I don't know. I don't even want nobody saying thank you. I really don't. It's not because I don't want this to be about no recognition for me. This is not about recognition. Definitely not about me. I'm saying I'm just the messenger.
But we need more people like you to show your heart, to have the heart that you got, and we need more people like you. Thank you. So I know you don't want to hear it, but you're gonna hear it anyway. Thank you for being here.
I do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
That's right. That's our own Uncle.
Oh, and I found Martin.
Yeah.
I found the joints.
Nah, damn.
What is
got a 100 pack. What you got a whole 100 pack.
What
got the trays.
Oh, the trays.
Yeah, I'm filling up trays.
Yeah, I got some more containers.
I'm giving them
Hey,
pineapple.
I got the fuck container.
Pineapple. I might,
Oh, he
yeah,
got
I might
Pat.
make some brownies for him too.
Man, don't be out here Jim Jones and nobody, man.
Nah, I
ah,
don't even know.
don't say
I don't even
that.
know what the fuck. What did Jim Jones do?
Come on, man. You know about the Terraria Empire. You don't know about Jim Jones, man.
Jim Jones poisoned the people.
See, even that
Boy,
rapper, he named this so fat to Jim Jones. Why do you name
bring
yourself
something
after a
new
guy
to
like
you
that?
bring something new to my attention,
You
Marvin.
know, how
'Cause,
come nobody?
I don't know the history of Jim Jones. A lot of these rappers, I don't really search their names, even though they stole their names from
Nah,
somebody
he ain't a
else.
rapper. Yeah, it's the guy he took his name from. He
The guy in
started, yeah,
a,
like a cult.
cult and took all these people to Guyana. They was farming, living their land and everything, and he killed everybody. Man, everybody drink the Kool-Aid. That's where that came from. Drink the Kool-Aid.
Don't drink
Poison everybody. But I don't hear nobody. They all these white and Italian people. They want to be gangsters like that. I don't hear nobody saying their name is Idi Amin Dada.
You got somebody like I know Charlemagne. He was like a white racist, you know, and it's just like Charlemagne named himself after that. You're a black dude. It's just weird, like the names that I don't know if they giving these names or they just creating these names, but it's just like they taking these names from certain people from ancient times or times before them.
Depends. Hey,
I just like,
I
man, look,
think the name.
the spirit and body they right.
I think the name depends on like whatever field you're in. You understand? Real life criminals that then did whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because if you take that name, you basically saying that I have the same attributes as this individual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People are more prone to follow you when they think you got the attributes of somebody else that they're following.
Yeah.
You know, the world is definitely a bunch of people that's in a goddamn circle following each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody, yeah, and ain't nobody got a destination. No, it's the blind leading the blind with no destination. You know what I'm saying? One, we walk in this circle. You know what I'm saying? Keep on walking though. Don't stop. Don't stop. Because if we stop, then we might start to figure out that we're walking in a goddamn circle. So let's keep on walking. You know what I'm saying? Hey, whoa. He said something that says we're in a circle. No, get him the fuck about it. And the thing about it is you'll never really know the leader because the leader is too smart to let everybody know who he is. I'm gonna let this damn fool be the leader. Even though I'm the leader, I'm gonna let him be the goddamn leader. Yeah. He's on the forefront of it. So everything that happens that's fucked up, he's gonna take that. You know what I'm saying? But everybody knows who I am within the quote unquote cult or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because every cult when you have so many individuals involved. You know what I'm saying? Me myself, I think a cult is a bunch of individuals that's looking for promises to be made to them and follow anything that may bring them to that promise that they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Oh, money. It's not about money. It's the fact that the cult members make the individual feel like they're family. But there's rules and regulations to this family. If you're a part of this family, matter of fact, he got to go. Because he's going to mess up everything because we're trying to make a holy family here. You came here because your husband wasn't doing you right. You're here. We got to get rid of him. And that's what happens. And then when people find out what's going on from somebody escaping, then meet our God all at once. Let's do it. Drink the Kool-Aid, y'all, and I'll meet you on the other side.
That sound like Ruthless. Yeah, no, like with the Rockadushi. Yeah, I wait for that Ruthless was a it seemed so with the dude named Tyrone that got out of prison, but they thought he was their lighting one, and he had all these people following him, and he called himself what did he call himself? The most high? No, the highest. He called himself the highest. That was the name. Everybody had to call him the highest. And and he knew about the rock crew and how to get them to the rock producers. It was like of a leader. It was I like that was Coke at his finest, and then trying to escape and the money that they embezzle from the people, because you got to give them all of your money and all of your worldly goods, and come on in this coat, and we're going to give you your clothes, the food to eat. We want to tell you everything that you need to do.
Programming 101. I'm like, if I hand somebody, just walk down the street and hand somebody a gun and say, hey, go shoot them people over there, they be like, boy, you crazy, I ain't got nothing. But if I put you in a military uniform and I say I'm your sergeant, hey, because I was giving orders, it's like, that's programming. Because if you wasn't giving orders by a certain position, you would feel like that's wrong, or you probably wouldn't do it at all. You probably wouldn't even want to be involved. So they get people part of something, and then they program you to do things that you wouldn't actually do. That's when I just feel like people selling themselves. Selling your soul ain't what people try to make it seem to be. It's doing something you ain't comfortable doing for money or just to be part of some type of fraternity. And that's crazy to me. Now, if you're comfortable doing that, you might be where you're supposed to be at. But a lot of these people, they program to be these ways, and they make sure you cut your hair. You got to dress the same code, uniform. That's what uniforms and all that just about. And they always got a rule book. These are the rules. You can't do this. You can't do that. They letting you know, like, they're your God right now. Like, this reality is what we creating for you right now. So anything outside of that is against us, what we trying to do. So you'll be punished for it if you do it. But I can't subscribe to none of those things. I understand it. Some people want to be part of something. Some people need to be part of something. But if they doing evil things, I just like, nah, even if the money good, I done turned down a lot of opportunities because spiritually I ain't feel right doing it, and I ain't want to do it, So for some people, they let money control, and they be like, shit, if I can get 100,000 a year, who cares? They can sleep with it, but nah, not me. A lot of these people programmed to just be, oh yeah, you was born a hit, man. You're not gonna feel bad about shooting somebody. You was programmed like that. You're not gonna feel anything. So that's what I feel like. People being programmed to be zombie and numb to violence, and I can't deal with it.
Yeah, that's what I meant by saying when I first started out the show today. I said either I'm changing or the world changing, and you hit me to the fact that I'm waking up, that I'm seeing stuff. So that's why we got to change on an individual basis, because I can't tell you what you see. Only you know what you see. And when you start seeing stuff differently, and everybody that sees things the same way you do, or was on that same accord, then maybe we can do something. But everybody is all over the place. Look at, I don't even want to say her name, but Marjorie Taylor Greene is leaving. She's one day she just woke up and say, what, this not it? Or she woke up and say, oh, this is not what I thought it is. And then she gone. Like, look, we get ready to get out of here. We want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Uncle E, thank you and blessings for doing what you're doing. Are you gonna be out tomorrow doing the same thing, Uncle E?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing it until all my turkeys and all the food is gone. So if I got enough food to go until Saturday, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to Saturday. I'm going until all the food is gone.
All right, Uncle E. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Happy Turkey Day. Thanksgiving. Spend it with people you love and be thankful that you can. Molly Mo, you want to say something, Molly?
Yeah, happy Turkey Day, man. We see y'all, I guess Freaky Friday. Is we still doing Freaky Friday? So yeah, we'll see y'all Freaky Friday. Y'all can let us know what y'all was over there eating and throwing down, and you know what type of events happen. Hopefully everybody had love this weekend. Hey, make up with your family members if they're at the house, your cousins, aunts, sisters, mothers, brothers, don't matter who it is. Hey, you don't know how long you're gonna have them, so grab them while you can. Other than that, be thankful for the day, be thankful for what's to come, and be thankful for all the stuff you went through, good or bad. You gotta learn from it. So, I see y'all Friday. Peace and love. You got anything you want to leave them with?
Just take this time to cherish the moments that you have with every loved one that you have around you, because they're not just around you just because. You know what I'm saying? A lot of your loved ones around you because they need your energy. You know, during these times of the year, it's kind of difficult for everybody. But if we reach out to each other, we'll make it a whole lot better for each other. You know, each one teach one, and let's start supporting each other mentally and physically. That's about it. Hey, Marley, call me when we get off, all right?